Navy Federal, my big bank that I've used for over 14 years and $500,000 of credit. Once you're a member, you can then bring in your family members as, members through you. That is called being grandfathered in. Other ways that you can get into Navy Federal is obviously by being an active duty Navy personnel or a veteran or a contractor with the Department of Defense. So very important with Navy Federal's internal score. The internal score ranges from 100 to 450, right? So the factors that actually contribute into your internal score is, as I mentioned, do you have a checking account? And then the type of checking account. So one gem in this would be to get the flagship checking account. The flagship checking account is a high yielding checking account, which means that you get a higher percentage of interest or a dividend paid to you from having funds in that account. One thing about that account is you have to at least have $1,500 in the account at all times. So that's one way to raise your internal banking score with Navy Federal. Relationship banking. So what is relationship banking? Relationship banking is, I have a personal checking account. I have a personal savings account. I have my direct deposits going directly into one of my accounts. I have a credit card that's from that banking institution. I have an auto loan. I have a mortgage. I have a pledge loan. I have all the various products that the bank offers. Why is that important? This is important because it makes you look more invested into the bank. It allows you to stabilize that relationship and it allows you to not look as risky. So this is really important when you want a bank to lend large amounts of money to you. Some other factors that you can use to actually get maximum credit limits with Navy Federal is, one, you want to have a personal credit score of 760 and above. That is super important. You also want to be sure that you don't have more than 3 hard inquiries in the last 60 days. That is something that you want to be sure of. You want to make sure that you also do not have any late payments with Navy Federal. If you have any late payments, do not apply. You have to wait until you get those late payments removed. You want to have another credit card that actually has a limit that you would like to have. So let's say you have another credit card that's $20,000 and you want to ask Navy Federal for $20,000. You want to be sure that that is reporting on your credit report. Again, this is a gem. This is something that most people don't understand. Not all of your credit cards are actually reporting on your credit report. So before you apply with Navy Federal, you want to check that that card that has a $20,000 limit is reporting to your credit report so that Navy Federal can see that and mirror that limit. One of the steps that I did that's going to be key is I actually did a product change or an upgrade to my personal credit card. The first product I received from Navy Federal through credit was a Visa Go Rewards card, and that card was $3,000. That was the limit that they initially gave me. I upgraded from the Go Rewards to the flagship. Okay, so just some things about the flagship. Flagship is Navy Federal's premier credit card. Premier meaning the best of the best, the creme de la creme, as the Centurion card or the Platinum card is to American Express. The flagship card is to Navy Federal. So one way that I actually did this product change and I qualified for this card was I changed the type of checking account that I had with Navy Federal. Initially, I just had the regular checking account. All of these years, I just had the regular checking account. And what I did was I upgraded my account to the flagship checking account, which does a lot for you. If you have $1,500 that you just have sitting around and not doing anything, I totally recommend that you get the flagship checking account, because it will qualify you and give you more benefits than any other product in Navy Federal. So what I did was I opened up that flagship checking account, and I put maybe like $2,500 in it just to sit there. And I waited 1 week for that money to sit there. And I called into Navy Federal. I called the customer service line, and I told them, I said, I've had this Visa Go Rewards card for over a decade. Am I eligible to upgrade my card from the Go Rewards card to the flagship card? They said yes. Then I said, oh, what are the probability of me being approved for this card? They said, we can't tell you that over the phone. So I said, okay, I'm going to call you guys back. So I went on to NavyFederal.com and I went on to the pre-approval tool. So when you go into the pre-approval tool, you put in your information, they do a soft pull on your credit, and they let you know what products you are eligible for. This was my journey. I hope that you all enjoy watching this video.
So this is the real financially free life. So click that link down below if you want to join the real OPM event 2023. I'm going to be showing you guys how to live this life as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as an investor. For real. No Lamborghinis or nothing like that, but really living the life. We are in the Microsoft suite, guys. So click that link. Tickets are limited. They are going very, very fast. So if you want to join the OPM event and learn how to use other people's money to invest and scale up and live this life, click that link down below.